Yeah, it's me. It's not the Bulldog.
I know it's not you, but I know you're well versed in the ways of lone duos, but don't worry, we'll get around to that. Anyway, let's start off. Alliance versus Na'Vi, classic, just 2-0 them. You got to be feeling great after this one, especially how that second game ended.
Actually, I was really impressed by my team in game 2. I think they played really well because we lost all 3 lanes, but we did some moves. Like we could have lost that game in minute 15, but we did some cool moves to go back into the game.
Congratulations on the victory. I just want to ask for all the 13-year-olds in the chat, is Bulldog giving you any tips on this offlane? Are you taking anything away from him? Or?
Yeah, I did it for yesterday. He taught me how to play offlane. It didn't go so well today.
He's a good teacher. You know?
Is there?
I'm gonna have a talk with him.
I guess actually that's an interesting thought. Like usually people have kind of their counterpart players they look to and they can kind of learn to. Is there any offlaner that you look to a lot and feel like you take a lot away from their gameplay you watch?
Yeah, I actually watch a lot of offlaners. Recently I've been watching a lot of Ice because he's been like playing all kinds of heroes. He's just a fun player to watch. And yeah, I watched like MC and stuff too. They're all really good.
FNG on his Russian interview said that you're mostly controlling the game completely for Alliance and that he isn't contributing a lot at all. Is that true? Does he have some ideas during the draft or something that matter at least?
He's being humble.
Oh, okay.
No, he's doing a lot in the game too. For sure. I'm not doing everything.
Are you thinking about maybe having FNG for a longer term?
Give him a contract, maybe?
Yeah. We haven't talked about it, but that could be nice. I mean, for sure. He's a really big part of the team.
Do you think if that occurred, you'd hold on to the captaincy, or do you think there'd be like a kind of transitional? Is this S4's era of Alliance?
Yeah, this is my era. No, but it's a bit like co-captain, FNG. And then I'm still going to be drafting and stuff.
So you end up in the low bracket pretty early. Has that changed your perspective or the way you're approaching any of these series? Like, you haven't got that buffer of a potential series you can surrender before you're out now?
Not really. I don't really care if we're going to go out today or tomorrow. I just care about how we're going to play. I felt like we had a bit on an off day yesterday. We didn't play like we usually do.
Well, you definitely...
in terms of plays, regardless of drafts, whatever happened. Yeah, so I think we learned a lot from yesterday too. VPP is playing really good right now too. So I have respect for them.
You have respect for them and you compliment them. Can I stir up some drama? Save as well. On the Russian interview, he says that you're... let me paraphrase it. Yeah, that you're too old, out of the meta, that you don't really feel it, that you're not a real team.
Well, we'll see what they say when we meet the next time. Also, I don't know, were they really that confident going into the games? Because we kind of slapped them in scrims before.
He actually said it after the game, so it doesn't really count at all. But
yeah, we already said this. Like, we want you to call them out before you get to a point where you go up against them. I think you just did on a lightweight. You're like, we'll see when we go up against them. Are they your biggest concern, your biggest threat? Like, who is the strongest team left in the running, other than, of course, your own team? Because,
No, I don't think VPP is the strongest team. I think they have some really good strats, but the strongest teams right now, I think Secret, one of the stronger. And also the other European team, Liquid, they're looking really hot.
Yeah.
By the way, back to this last game, was it some S4 experience that made you smoke and wait on that bounty rune and that Medusa magically appears? Or,
no, that was FNG call. He said like we can actually chain stun him. But yeah, I said I'm gonna tornado this guy in the fight and we kill the rest. But he said let's just kill him. And we were like okay.
So did you anticipate that the Deucer was coming, or was it just like we know we'll pick off a hero on that bounty?
And we wanted to kill the Deucer beforehand, and then he magically appeared, so it was good. We were kind of waiting for them to walk up the hill, We weren't planning to like go on them, but then he shows, so it was like good.
Perfect.
Yeah, just worked out beautifully. You got any questions?
Before we got into the studio, my battery ran out, so I'm kind of out of this interview. I'm very sad that I can't ask any questions
That's a heartbreaking
to S4. I'm very sad. It's very awkward for me. But hello, S4. Nice to speak to you. I can't hear you.
One way, but still nice.
But he's a big fan. And I think actually one final thing to round out. Have you noticed, like, has anyone talked about the change in playstyle with the removal of 33 Fada and your rival on the team? Like, have you noticed, compared to Alliance you watched before and the way they're playing now, a big difference?
Yeah, I think before they played a lot of 4 Protect 1 that I noticed. But right now, we don't play that much 4 Protect 1. It's also on the meta, but also our position 4 gets a lot of farm some games. It didn't get that so much earlier.
I love that. All right, well, I think we'll just about let you go. Have you got any words you want to say to the fans? Anyone listening at home?
Well, I guess keep cheering for us. We had a bit of an off day yesterday, but we're going to come back stronger.
Definitely looking stronger today. Well, thank you for the interview, and congratulations on the series.
Thank you.
Good luck in your next series against either Secret or Liquid.